boopity boopity. I'm so sorry. Hello. Ew, something's in my mouth. Ew. But hi, whoever just tuned in, how are you? John, how are you, John? Now let me get this set up here. I'm doing all right. I'm pretty tired myself, but I'm doing okay. But I had canes for dinner, so I'm pretty fucking good. So, yeah, I found some cool stuff that happened, cryptid and paranormal related over 2018. And yeah, this is gonna be fun. I'm being Snapchatted. And Discord's being a dick. Oof. Maybe 2019 I can get a actually good chair that I can actually sit in and not one of these really bad bar stools that I always fall over. I feel like in almost every episode I've almost fallen over and I hate it. Because I really do need an actual good chair. But yeah, there's actually a lot of cool stuff that happened 2018, so yeah, I'm excited to talk about this. I might do this like at the end of like every year. Like around this time, just talk about like some of the creepy stuff that happened over 2018. I mean, not 2018. I mean, like at the end of every year, I might do that because that's a fun series. I think it's gonna be good. Jesus, can you walk any louder up there? So yeah, I'm just gonna start here in like 30 seconds. I always start at the 5-minute mark. Excuse me. All right. And I guess we're good now. All right, guys. Hi. Thank you for tuning in to Cryptocast, your source for all things crypto related, unknown, and paranormal. I'm your host, Parker, and today we're actually going to be talking about some of the stuff, the crippy. That's actually because that's a word. Okay, I was going to say cryptid and creepy. Some of the creepy stuff that happened over 2018, paranormal stuff, cryptid related stuff. Just summarizing 2018 in general. So yeah, I've been kind of excited for this one, just kind of planning some stuff for this. But yeah, I actually found like this one website that talks pretty much about everything that happened in 2018. So we're gonna look at this, but there are a few things on this list that aren't on. There are a few things that I know that aren't on this list. So let's start things off with the one that everybody's probably going to want to hear about, and that is Momo. So if you guys don't know what Momo is, it's this one statue made by a Japanese student for art class, and they used it and they made it into this character for WhatsApp. And WhatsApp is like a messaging app that you can like call, message people on. And apparently, if you like, Momo had a lot of different numbers. And apparently, if you texted Momo, she would send you some like really graphic images or tell you to just, you know. So that sparked a lot of controversy and everything. It was similar to like the beached whale challenge almost, which involves somebody dying. So it's not good. So don't contact Momo or anything. It's not good. But um, yeah, Momo was not a good thing, and in my opinion, it was kind of sad seeing someone's art project turn into something malicious like that. But it did spark a lot of creepypastas and urban legends for the paranormal community, which I guess is pretty cool. But I mean, still, I mean, if people are dying from it, it's not a good thing. So I feel like Momo's kind of blown over now. I mean, a lot of people don't talk about it anymore. There are a lot of memes about it, but Momo was like one of the big things I wanted to talk about because it actually went on for a few months, which is actually really fucking surprising for a meme like that. So yeah, we had Momo. Let me see. Another thing that we also had was the in 2018 was people ordering the dark web mystery boxes. Now, a lot of those things, a lot of the boxes people have ordered, a lot of those things were fake, but I mean some of them were pretty questionable. However, um, I've seen this one guy, some ordinary gamers. Check him out. He's a good YouTuber. He does live streams with gaming, and he also does videos of himself exploring the dark web. Now, the dark web itself isn't a bad place. It's just a normal platform for people who want to stay hidden and have anonymity online. And that's what he's trying to show. But I mean, you still have to be careful on there because there's some dangerous people on there and a lot of FBI honeypots on there. So I mean, if you do go on the dark web or the deep web or whatever you want to call it, just don't order any illegal goods or services. Don't talk to anyone on there. Don't give out your address. Use a VPN. I'm not saying that you should go on there, but I mean, like if you do, just be safe on there. I mean, it's not a from what I've seen in his videos, it's not a bad place. It's just a normal internet, but just hidden. So just be safe if you go on there. Because and don't download anything either because viruses and all that stuff. Just be safe online in general, guys. That's pretty much what I'm going at here. But a lot of people ordered dark web mystery boxes allegedly off the dark web, and some people have gotten some kind of really creepy stuff, some sketchy stuff. Like some people got like computers, Xbox Ones, PlayStation 4s, Nintendo Switches, which they say they could have been stolen or something. I don't know, but but one thing is always pretty common with these mystery boxes. You get like a flash drive with a disturbing video on it. I mean, and from what I've seen, most of the flash drives just have one video on it. You just plug it in. If you don't like the video, you can just delete it, and then you got yourself a flash drive. You can store all your Fire Ranch songs, which that has RAM. Um, yeah, it's pretty bad. But So just be careful when you go on these websites and everything still, and don't give people your address online or any of that stuff because it's not good. Um, but a lot of these mystery boxes, they were hoaxes. They were pretty easy and um, may have been a little questionable, but I mean, like a good at least like 90% of those mystery boxes, I think were hoaxes. I can't be guaranteed for sure, but a good portion of them were hoaxes. Probably put together by the YouTuber, like just made a box, some stuff in, and claimed it was from the dark web or deep web or I don't know. But a lot of those videos were hoaxes. But I mean, there are actual sites on the deep web apparently that you can buy mystery boxes from. I don't recommend doing it because again, be safe online, guys. But I mean, if you do, just be very careful. I'm not endorsing it or anything because I don't know what you can get in those boxes if they actually turn out to be true. And another thing that people have been buying online in 2018. Now, this one surprisingly never received a lot of attention. Um, Dead hooker, Jesus Christ, riot. But no, the one thing that I noticed that I've been watching videos about lately that happened in 2018 that never received a lot of attention in 2018 was people were ordering Dybbuk boxes off of Amazon and eBay. Now, if you don't know what a Dybbuk box is, they are I had a stripper pass out at my place. LOL. But a Dybbuk box is a wooden box covered in wax that is said to hold a Jewish evil spirit inside of it. And if you open up the box, you are said to release that spirit into the world, and it can wreck and ruin your life. So, um, a lot of people Jesus Christ, I keep forgetting that thing goes off. But so a lot of people are going online buying these Dybbuk boxes on and opening them on camera. And the Dybbuk boxes, like a lot of the not. I'm not saying that all of them are fake, but like a good 95% of them on eBay are fake. A lot of people they make these boxes themselves. They just throw like random shit in there. I saw this one um YouTuber, they ordered one, they opened it up, there was nothing inside the box. There's literally supposed to be like some stuff relating to Judaism, crystals to bind it, and all this stuff in the box. They literally just got an empty wooden box covered in wax, and they paid $70 for that. So there's people out there trying to rip um people out, like they're trying to rip people off essentially online with these boxes. There are some real ones I do believe, but I mean a lot of them are fake created by people. A lot of them had nothing to do with like Jewish culture whatsoever. Some people like they also ordered a box, they opened it up and just had like a costume feather, a fake piece of jewelry, and just some other stuff in there. And then there was one that had like a picture of like St. Louis from the 1800s, and they did some tests on these, and there was nothing, like no readings, nothing on them. They took him to an expert, like who had like some ties, like he's a historian. His grandparents were actually in the Holocaust, so they took him the boxes to him, and he confirmed that the boxes were fake. So, yes, a lot of the Dybbuk boxes they are selling online on eBay are fake. You can check them out if you want. I don't recommend buying one, guys. Um, however, if you do, just know that there's a good chance that it could be fake, or if it is real, you're bringing something bad into your house, and that's not good. So again, just be careful what you buy online. And I'm surprised it's never received a lot of attention. I watched a few videos about it, and um, it's just it yeah, it's not a lot of them are fake. So again, don't buy any of this stuff online, guys. But if you do, be safe when doing it. So the next thing I wanted to talk about as well, this was kind of cool. I want your guys' opinion on this. So recently, in like earlier this week, I think it was earlier this week, um, was really thinking about centaurs for some reason. Like, I saw a picture of a centaur, and I'm just like, it really kind of bothered me for some reason because, and I've even made this little diagram. Um, so centaurs, they have the upper half of a human, the bottom half of a horse. However, would that mean that the centaur would have a heart where the normal human heart is, and a heart where the horse has its heart, or would it just have one? Would it have two stomachs as well, or just one? And would it have two sets of lungs, or just one set of lungs? So, um, and if it got stabbed in one of its, like if it had two hearts, it got stabbed in one of its two hearts, um, would it be able to live with just one heart? Or I don't know. Centaurs are just kind of weird because okay, there we go. I'm back. Sorry about that. It's just something about the basement that makes it crash. So again, centaurs, they're kind of weird. Oh fuck, lag. I'm sorry. Um, but yes, centaurs. I don't know if they have two sets of like a set, like two stomachs, two hearts, and two sets of lungs, or if they just have like one of each, like or a set of each. I don't know. Either way, so I have no idea. So if you guys want to help me with this, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think centaurs have two sets of lungs, two hearts, um, and I guess two sets of two sets of lungs, two stomachs, and two hearts, or do you think they just have like one of each for? I don't know. I don't know. This has been really bothering me lately for some reason. So yeah, that was just something. We had like a really big debate about centaurs in my Discord chat, which you guys should totally join, by the way. But yeah, it was really weird. So now let me see what this site has to say. So let me see. Finally, my biology interest will pay off. Hi, Jack. How are you? So, I mean, you could be a centaur biologist. Just study the biology of centaurs. Plus, I actually got a haircut. I hate it. I want it to grow back. I want it to cover my ears again. I don't like my ears. They're like huge, and I just want it to cover them. And I want my hair back. I mean, I still have kind of my emo-ish hair, and I like it like this, but I just wish it was longer. I had to get it cut for Christmas, and I fucking hate myself for it. So there is a mysterious. What is this one called? Hold on. Mysterious Aquatic Monsters of South America. Now, these were some. Ooh, gory stuff. So, there is. So, this is an article that talks about some of the South American water monsters, aquatic creatures. So we're going to learn about some of these aquatic creatures that were found, that were seen or reported in 2018. And this is a really long article, so I'm gonna just try to skim through it, just go through parts. Oh my god, this site is advertising a Cthulhu Christmas wreath. Hold on, I gotta show you guys. This is fucking adorable. Look at that. Oh my god. I want it. I want it. I really fucking want it. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so by far one of the most well-known and mainstream of South America's lake monsters is said to prowl the depths of Nahuel Huapi Lake in Patagonia, Argentina, which is a glacial lake that covers approximately 340 square miles of rough terrain at the foot of the Patagonian Mountains. And the creature is called Nahelito. And it's described as a somewhat different. I'll check this out in a minute. Someone sent me a video. I'll check this out in a bit. Okay. So it has humps and fish-like fins, and is estimated being anywhere from 15 to 150 feet long. Wow, that's huge. And there actually is a picture of the Nahuelito that somebody allegedly took. I don't know. What do you guys think of this? Do you think that could be a Photoshop, a fake, or do you think it could be something real? What do you guys think? And Josh Gates of Destination Truth even went to Argentina to try to look for the Nahuelito. But I mean, I don't know what he found, but um, he did go looking for it. It's been a while since I've seen Destination Truth, and I do love Destination Truth, so it's a good show. Oh, sweet. Wait, hold on just 1 second. Oh, Jack, thank you so much for the sub. Shout out to Jack, guys. Thank you so much, Jack. I appreciate you. Um, so in South America, in Brazil, in the Amazon River, there is a giant horned water serpent called the Yakumama, and said by the indigenous peoples to reach massive lengths as up to 160 feet long with formidable heads up to 6 feet wide. Hey, Bleach, how are you? And it is said to use a concentrated burst of water similar to a fire hose in order to stun its prey or even knock it out of trees before dragging it to its doom, clutched within fearsome fanged jaws. And some say that this stream is also used for burrowing. So this thing just shoots water out of its mouth and either uses it to burrow or hunt its prey. And this is an artist's renditioning of the Yakumama. That's really cool. So something like that is said to live in the Amazon River basin. However, in the Amazon River, there's a lot of anaconda. So whether it be a giant anaconda or just a new species of snake, we have no idea because it hasn't been captured yet. And there's also another snake in Brazil called the Igpupiara by the natives. It translates simply to the one who lives in the water. And they're almost humanoid in nature, similar to the entities of mermaids, and are apparently quite aggressive. I cannot read today, guys. I'm so fucking sorry. Killing their victims through superhumanly powerful embraces that crush them to death. So if one of these Brazilian mermaids comes up to you and tries to give you a hug, don't do it. It'll kill you. Um, One account from 1583 given by the explorer Fernando Cardim describes them as follows. They look like men of good stature, but their eyes are very hollow. The females look like women, have long hair, and are beautiful. These monsters are found on the bars of sweet rivers. And let me see, there's another one similar to these. There's the called the water caboclo. I think I said that right, which is supposedly quite stout and muscular with black leathery skin, mermaid hands or fins, red hair, and in some accounts only one eye in the center of its forehead. They are always angry and very aggressive, never hesitating to attack unprovoked, and their skin is apparently impenetrable by bullets. The creature is said to be so fierce that the natives of the region are known to leave out offerings in order to appease them. So it's so dangerous that even the natives are scared of it and they try to avoid it and give it gifts so it won't attack them. Oh, which is crazy. And there also is a creature in Colombia called the Diablo Balena, or in English that means devil whale, and which the area's Musica people regard as a god. The creature itself is mostly described as a big black snake with eyes that shine, and it is said in local lore to be the very entity that created the lake to begin with. So they believe this giant whale created or this giant snake, I mean, create. It's they said they described it as a snake or and a whale. So I'm just saying, I'm just going with whale since it's called devil whale. They believe that the whale created the lake itself. A a snail, and here is an let me see. El Carolina. Last, and it says on here we go in Chile in the Andes Mountains. There was a let me see in a glacial lake called Lago Lacar. People have seen a giant creature called El Curo, which means cowhide, as well as the Huque Hueku in other locals. The creature apparently has a hairless head with eyes on stalks that sit atop from hunting, and it has a prominent backbone, almost like a dorsal fin. And it uses a proboscis which sucks its victim's blood out. So if you don't know what a proboscis is, it's like the thing that a butterfly has that it uses to drink pollen, except this giant lake monster has one. It uses it to drink blood of its victims. So, yay, vampire fish. So all these like water creatures were allegedly seen in South America in 2018, and here is an artist's renditioning of the devil whale that I mentioned earlier. Looks like something out of Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, kind of mosasaur. But no, that's really cool. And in Louisiana, some swamp monsters have been seen as well. And there are some good ones on here that I haven't mentioned on the show before, but I have on my Tumblr. Let me see. So, in the swamps of Louisiana, there is a creature called the Grunch. Not the Grinch, but it's actually called the Grunch. And Grunch is called the Louisiana Chupacabra. And what the Grunch is, it says it's some sort of ape-like reptilian monstrosity with glowing eyes, a goat-like head, hoofed feet, and formidable fangs with wicked claws and a bad attitude. This aggressive little monster is surrounded by a wretched stench and has the apparent ability to instill fear upon those who see it. Excuse me. And is also known to unleash ear-piercing howls or wails that invoke terror. The origins of this creature go way back to the beginnings of New Orleans back in the 1700s when it was called La Nouvelle Orleans. And stories began to be whispered amongst the new settlers of a strange monster that lives in the swamps. So, the Grunch, there even is a road called Grunch Road where apparently the Grunch lives and you can go there to try to see it. And let me see. And it says, like, if you get bitten by a Grunch, you can become a Grunch. And it is said that the voodoo priestess Marie Laveau created it when she castrated the entity called the Devil Baby. So when she castrated the Devil Baby, it's testicles formed into a female and a male grunch, which then attacked her and went off running into the wilderness to sow havoc. In yet another story, the creatures were a result of Satan worshippers who had sold their souls to the devil in order to conjure up the demon grunch as some sort of protector. In some traditions, humans can be turned into a grunch by being bitten by one, similar to the werewolf legend. I haven't heard that one. However, I have heard about the one about Marie Laveau, the voodoo priestess, cutting off the devil baby's testicles, and they became grunches, and they ran off into the night to reproduce and make havoc. And here's an artist's renditioning of the grunch. So this is also called. So it's also called the Louisiana Chupacabra, because it does drink the blood of its victims. Which is actually, so it is pretty much a chupacabra. And people have seen him as well. And also there have been sightings of the Rougarou in Louisiana lately. And what the Rougarou is, it's a werewolf found in Louisiana. And I'm trying to figure out what it is, like what it says, because there is so if you get bit by one, you can turn to a Rougarou. If you don't get baptized before you're a certain age, you can become a Rougarou. And let me see. And a way to lift the curse is with the help of a powerful voodoo spell. So the Rougarou is pretty dangerous, and it's essentially, and like I said, it's essentially a werewolf. And this right here is another artist renditioning of the Rougarou. I like how he's got an earring. That's like really cool. Is this like the, what the fuck is his name? Oh god, I can't think of his name. Who's the fuck is the Mr. Clean? Mr. Clean. Is that like the, is Mr. Clean a Rougarou? Poor Mr. Clean. So, the signs of him have been, signs of the Rougarou, not Mr. Clean, but the Rougarou signs have been pretty big this year, actually. Let me see. And they even have their own Bigfoot in Louisiana that has been seen recently as well, called the Honey Island Swamp Creature. And it gets its name from the stench of untamed, nearly passed swampland between East Pearl and the West Pearl rivers, called the Honey Island Swamp. And it's essentially just a giant, like an 8-foot tall Bigfoot found in Louisiana on Honey Island. And it's pretty much just like any other Bigfoot, except it lives in Louisiana. Okay. And now another thing, let me see, that is also happening in 2018. So, if you guys don't follow, so if you guys don't know who Lauren Coleman is, he is a really, really well-known cryptozoologist in the cryptozoology community. And the Twitter, I follow him on Twitter. And he helps out at this cryptozoology museum called the International Cryptozoology Museum, and it's in Maine, I believe. Yes, it's in Maine. And he's done a lot of work there. I'll look that up. And the thing is about the Cryptozoology Museum, it's got it needs a lot of repairs, and since it's free to go in, they don't accept money or anything. They accept donations, and it needs a lot of repairs, and people are worried that the museum's going to go under. So I really hope that doesn't happen, because It seems like a good place, but yeah, the museum is kind of running out of money, and people are worried that, hey, there may be no museum anymore, so they need to do these repairs, and it's not, and they do have like specialized items there and everything for sale that are made by like vendors and everything in their gift shop. And I don't know, this looks like a really cool place. Like, look at this. So I do want to visit this someday. I hope it's still around before I can, because I don't have a credit card or anything, so I can't donate, sadly. But if you guys want to, feel free to do so. Because this looks like a really good place, and yeah, it's in Portland, Maine, and I just hope it stays around. I hope they just get enough funds and everything to keep it open. And they have a model, the coelacanth, which was actually considered a cryptid because they were thought to went extinct during the dinosaur times, and then one was recently discovered. So right now in 2018, the Cryptozoology Museum isn't really looking too hot right now, financially. So I do really hope that they get it all their funds that they need, and I wish them the best, because I do hope this museum stays open, because it does seem like a really good place. And this is actually pretty cool here. It is, well, announced here in 2018 there is going to be a new movie about the Loch Ness monster coming out. So that actually seems kind of fun. New Loch Ness monster movie coming out soon. It's been announced. Excuse me. Um, and apparently it's being directed by Ridley Scott. At least that's what this website says. So I hope it's good. I hope it's good. If it does end up getting made, I'm probably gonna go see it. And in Australia, this one woman found a giant axe that she claimed belonged to a yowie. And what a yowie is, it's a giant, it's the Australian version of a Bigfoot, essentially. And she found a giant axe that allegedly belonged to a yowie. So that's pretty cool. Um, Now, this one I really wanted to take a look at. This was published on November 1st, 2018. People have been having encounters with humanoid creatures underground in tunnels and everything. So, a lot of people in some tunnels have been seeing a lot of humanoid creatures. The third-eyed man, like there's a man down who allegedly lives in in some of these tunnels. He has like three eyes and everything. And apparently it's in Toronto, Canada, somewhere in Toronto, Canada. And yeah, it's in Toronto. And this is a artist renditioning of something that somebody saw in one of the tunnels in Canada. I don't know about you, but if I saw that, I'd be freaked the fuck out, guys. Yeah, they're just called the Toronto Underground Tunnels. And apparently wolfmen and everything live down there too, and it's just pretty creepy. And some people in Puerto Rico, they have claimed that they found bones of a gargoyle. Now, gargoyles are most of those stone creatures that are seen on the sides of churches and old historic buildings. But yeah, some people claim in Puerto Rico that they found the bones of a gargoyle. They found a piece of leathery skin, a jaw, a legs, and a skull, actually. But a lot of people believe that they could be of a wild pig, such as a warthog or something like that, or some people actually still believe that it could be, hey, they might have actually found a real gargoyle, or, as this website says as well, a chupacabra. But some experts believe that it is actually a some kind of wild pig. So we'll have to wait on that till we get the actual answer for this. And I knocked over my thing on the ground. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I'm sorry. This stream's all over the place today, and I just did not sleep well last night. I just didn't sleep well. And a New Jersey school board is a candidate. A New Jersey school board candidate stars in Bigfoot horror movie. So in November, one of yeah, one of the U.S. House of Representatives who claimed she was once abducted by aliens, despite an endorsement by a major newspaper, she lost in the primaries. Then there's the Virginia U.S. congressional race, where one candidate who has written books about Bigfoot was accused of being a fan of Bigfoot porn. Despite that leading the polls, there is a school board. Yes, there is a man who just goes by Edward X. He's starring in he's a candidate for the school board in New Jersey for one of them, and he is starring in a Bigfoot horror movie. So that's actually pretty cool. It doesn't say what the movie is called yet, but that's pretty cool. Bigfoot horror movie. Okay, let me just get the big mysterious big gray man of Scotland. So there's this big gray man that lives in the mountains in Scotland, and let me see which mountain is it? At the edge of the Cairngorm Plateau in the eastern highlands of the country of Scotland. There's a creature called the Fear Leith Moor, and also known as the Big Grey Man of Scotland. And he's also seen on foggy days and almost like a dreamlike realm and everything. And like when people see him, they're kind of like really out of it. So people don't know if he's like a Fata Morgana or if he's an actual creature. But the Big Grey Man of Scotland. Scotland. Someone make a blooper reel for me for 2018 for all my videos I did in 2018, please. I would fucking love that. So sightings of him have been seen lately. And there's the Montana man who there's a man in Montana who was shot at by a gunman who mistook him for Bigfoot. So this one man in Montana, he was in the woods or something, and some gunman thought that he was Bigfoot and shot at him. And this was the guy's excuse. I thought you were Bigfoot. I don't target practice, but if I see something that looks like Bigfoot, I just shoot at it. So this guy saw some guy in the woods, thought he was Bigfoot, and just shot at him. I think the guy ended up living in the end, so it's all good. But yeah, some guy. Yeah, and the guy who shot the other guy, he never got arrested. Yeah, they never caught him. They never caught him. But apparently this is what the guy's truck looked like. Just a black. But yeah, somebody thought, but the victim survived, thank God. But the guy who shot at him hasn't been caught yet. The guy thought this guy with a gun thought this one guy was Bigfoot, and he shot at him, and that was his excuse. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, man. I thought you were Bigfoot. Fucking hell, get some glasses, man. And let me see. Let me see. Where is this one located? In Scotland, people have seen a very small Loch Ness monster that has a 4 foot neck. So it's like a mini Loch Ness monster. Maybe it could be like a baby or something. I don't know. But it was seen at the edge of Fort Augustus, at the edge of the loch, and they heard something metallic, but it was described more as later as like blowing air, like Darth Vader, like breathing in his mask. That's what it was sort of described as. And they looked up and they saw a little mini Loch Ness monster. So this could be a little baby or something. I guess Nessie had a kid. Congratulations, Nessie, on your birth. I'm very happy for you. And then there was one I wanted to cover as well. Let me see. People have been seeing a mythical blue mountain panther in Australia. So let me see. They have seen the mythical blue mountain panther outside their home near. Yeah, in Australia. Let me see. Hold on. However, if they did see a blue creature, this is really rare because, I mean, in cats, blue isn't a naturally occurring color in birds. I mean, in not fucking birds, Jesus Christ, in fucking cats. And I mean, a blue cat is essentially like a gray kind of melanistic or a gray or black melanistic cat. So, seeing a black or a blue panther in Australia, I mean, a lot of big cats, they usually don't live down in Australia. So this is, if it is the case, it's very, very rare. And there have also been in Alaska reports of thunderbirds. Now, thunderbirds, they tend to live in the Midwest, like Missouri, Illinois, Texas, that kind of area. But people have seen alleged thunderbirds flying around in Alaska, which is very, very odd since they, like I said, they don't tend to live around that area. But they saw a huge black bird flying above the road. The wingspan had to be at least 20 feet. It was almost as wide as the road. I have lived there. I have lived here all my life, and I've never seen anything like that. It freaked me out, and it was huge, and it was the size of a small airplane. So, yeah, maybe the Thunderbirds are migrating. I don't know, but yeah, Thunderbirds aren't normally found in Alaska. So this is really weird. So Thunderbirds have been seen in Alaska in 2018. So very odd. And ooh, I want to see that. Because I want to see what it has to say about my centaur biology, because this is really bothering me. But in Africa, in 2018, this past year, people have been seeing reports of living dinosaurs in Africa. And the reports have been similar to that of the Mokele Mbembe, which is a sauropod-like dinosaur that is found living in the Amazon River basin in the Amazon rainforest. And Mokele Mbembe and a sauropod, they're this kind of dinosaur. So pretty much think Littlefoot from The Land Before Time. And if you don't know what Littlefoot is, I'm sorry, but you never had a childhood. So Centaur has a half. Oh, okay. So it only has one heart then, Jack? Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah. It only has one heart then, Jack? So people have been seeing. So unless they have a very potent heart. Oh, it's some kind of alien biology that's unknown to us. Okay, I got it. So people have been seeing the Mokele Mbembe in Africa, as well as the Emola Notuka, which means elephant killer. And this is what it looks like. They are known to hunt elephants for their land and territory and take it. They pretty much, the Emola Notukas are, if you don't like, kind of like a Styracosaurus. They're the dinosaurs with just the one horn, and there is, and people have also been seeing influx of sightings of the Kasai Rex, which is a T Rex that is known to hunt rhinos that lives in Africa, as well as the Naguma Monene, which is which has a spine on its back and it's said to hunt fish. So pretty much a Spinosaurus. So people have been seeing these dinosaurs all over Africa lately. Like they were seen before, but now it seems there's an influx in sightings of the dinosaurs, and as well as Indonesia and Papua New Guinea, people have been seeing dinosaurs there as well. People have actually, believe it or not, they've seen raptors in Papua New Guinea, like actual raptors in Papua New Guinea. As well, there's a full rant. Sorry, YouTube is linked. Oh, I got you. It's all good. But no, thank you. That was actually good. That actually helps me out a lot. And there is also a creature called the ropen that's been seen a lot lately in Papua New Guinea. Um, it is a pterodactyl-like creature that glows, and it is said to fly down, attack people on boats, dig up dead bodies, and eat them. And it, like I said, produces its own luminescent glow at night, and it flies around, so it's easy to spot. But people have been seeing that more lately in 2018. And sorry, I keep pausing, guys. Like I said, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I'm fucking tired, but I love doing these videos, so. And people have been seeing the Gazika in Papua New Guinea as well, which is allegedly a giant tapir that. Let me see if I can find a picture of the Gazika, because this is really cool. Come on, Gazika. Ah, there's the Gazika. Giant tapir. People have been seeing that a bit more in Papua New Guinea lately. And let me see, Afghanistan, giants in Afghanistan. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, this was found in 2000. This was shot. So in 2002, in a remote area of Afghanistan, a U.S. military patrol was searching for missing patrol, and they came to a cave, and a man emerged, standing 12 to 15 feet tall. He had a red beard, long red hair, fair complexion, 6 fingers on each hand and toes, and 2 rows of teeth. And they shot at him, and they allegedly killed this creature in 2002. It just got people just came forward with their stories and cases in 2018. But yeah, people claim that they killed a giant living in the cages of Afghanistan. So, which is really cool. So yeah, the U.S. soldiers shot and they killed this giant humanoid allegedly in Afghanistan, and it is called the Kandahar giant. I think I said that right, Kandahar, but Yeah, a lot of cryptid and paranormal stuff has happened over 2018, so there's a lot. But I mean, it's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. I mean, well, not all good, because I do feel bad for the Cryptozoology Museum, and I do hope that they get enough funds um, and everything to keep their um, museum open. Yep, and in July, in Virginia, one of the candidates who was running for Senate, um, fuck, one of the candidates was, they found out was into Bigfoot porn, so they, so she didn't win, but because I think she either wrote or was very into Bigfoot erotica. Oh no, it was a guy. He has been devoted. Uh, mute. Hold on. Sorry, somebody just called me on Skype. So yeah, this one person who was running for Senate um in in Virginia was really into Bigfoot porn, and they did not end up winning. And heck, John, I want him to be president too. Um, it began in 2008 with the movie Ape Canyon, a porn flick about how Bigfoot comes to the Pacific Northwest of the U.S. and begins enslaving women with his mesmerizing sexual skills. Ape Canyon. Oh boy, I clicked on a link. Let's see what this is. Ape Canyon. So Bigfoot, I'm sorry. So Bigfoot has a bunch of sex slaves, apparently. Jesus Christ. I want to find this movie now for cryptozoology purposes, I swear. Just for cryptozoology purposes, I want to find Ape Canyon. An extinct blonde bear was spotted on in Russia on the mountain, and so we have a new sighting of an extinct species. No, John, do not kink shame. No. Okay, and there's allegedly pictures of this bear. Oh, that's fucking adorable. I gotta get this advertisement out of the way, but this blonde bear, this is adorable. The Salgam bear is alive and thriving in the Altai Mountains in um, Russia. Look at him! Oh my gosh, he's alive! It's a cryptid proven to still be alive. We have That's a great way to actually. I'm getting close to the end of the stream, so this is honestly a great way to end the video with actually having a cryptid proved to be alive in 2018. Okay, yeah, I got you, John. I got you, John. Let me go back to it. I got you. Wow, so. And I'm using a website called universe if you guys want to check it out. I'll send it in the Discord chat too if you guys wanna read this. So I will, let me see. It's on the 3rd page too, so where is this? Here we go. Look at him! Look at the bear! Look at him! This is honestly a great way to end off the new year, finding out that a cryptid has been proven real. And it'll still be alive. An extinct bear that was considered a cryptid is still said to be alive, living in Russia. So that is a great way to end it off. Alright guys, so I hope you like my little summary of what happened over 2018. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button, and if you're not subscribed, be sure to do that as well. Also, if you guys have not entered my giveaway for those vintage cryptid cards that I'm giving away, be sure to check that video out. And because the giveaway ends next Friday, so a week from today, where I will announce the winners and I will contact the winners for the contact info so I can send the prizes out. So if you haven't entered that, you still have a week to do so. So please feel free to do that. The more people who want to enter, the better. So with that being said, guys, I hope you guys had a great holiday this past week, and I hope you guys have a great new year, and I will be back in 2019. So, in the next video, I will be doing cryptids and paranormal stuff of New Jersey. So we're going to be talking about the Jersey Devil and all that fun stuff. So with that being said, guys, thank you all so much for tuning in to the New Year's recap of 2018 for Cryptocast. So I'll see you guys next year in 2019, and I will be back with the New Jersey episode. And thanks, Jack. Happy New Year to you as well. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching Cryptocast. I've been your host, Parker. Have a great, safe weekend. Have a happy New Year, and I will see you all next year in 2019. All right, guys. I'll see you. Have a great